In a few hours, we'll be celebrating the solemnity of the Immaculate Conception. In our 27 units around the world, we will remember with pride and gratitude the foundation of the Society of African Missions. We come to this December 8, 2020, with two words in our heart, in our minds: fragility and gratitude. Fragility because the coronavirus pandemic has dismantled our certainties and made us more aware of our weaknesses. Fortunately, this has less impact in Africa, but it is seriously affecting our lives and activities in Europe, America, and Asia. Since January, we lost 35 members and honorary members, which is a much higher number than usual. We are especially close to the province of Ireland, which has lost several confreres, some of them due to COVID-19. Fragility again because we had to cancel almost all the scheduled visits. My last trip was to South Africa in January, and since March all the members of the General Council have been here in Rome. Many face-to-face meetings of commissions were cancelled, including even the Plenary Council, which was held online. Fragility also because the leaders of our units noticed with some concern the decrease in resources and donations from benefactors, which are essential for our missionary work. But our hearts are also full of gratitude. There are several reasons, and here I can only name a few. Gratitude because the number of deaths is high, but the number of ordinations this year is also remarkable. 30 new SMA priests in 2020. The latest is Father Roberto Carlos Barrera from the province of Spain, ordained on Saturday, 5th December, in the Diocese of Ndali, Benin Republic. This year, 18 members have become permanent members. Father Vacek, Formation Secretary, tells us that this year there are 314 students in initial formation from the first year of philosophy to the end of theology. Gratitude again because in our 27 units we see the dynamism and missionary motivation of the members around their leaders. We can only thank the Lord for the dedication and energy that we see unfolding. Putting into practice the indications of the General Assembly really requires a change of vision and of heart. And that is what we see happening, not without some difficulties in the field. Gratitude again because in some units, such as Ghana and Côte d'Ivoire, the year 2020 gives an opportunity to celebrate anniversaries of the arrival of the first SMAs in the country, 140 years for Ghana, 125 years for Côte d'Ivoire. The seed of those pioneers is still fruitful. As Pope Francis says in Evangelii Gaudium, it is not for us to aim to occupy spaces, but rather to set in motion new processes of evangelization. We are also grateful because while we are physically distanced, we have discovered how much we can communicate through the media. Meetings are done by video conferences. The Plenary Council has taken important decisions while being online. And finally, our heart is full of gratitude for the release of Father Pierluigi Maccalli, who came back to us on October 9th. A month later, he was able to meet Pope Francis with part of his family. I was also present. Father Pierluigi discovered the huge crowd of people who prayed for him. He thought the kidnappers robbed him of 2 years of missionary activity. Now he realizes that he has never been as missionary as in those 2 years in the desert. Fragility, gratitude, but where is the SMA heading to? We had the joy of seeing our founder become venerable last May. The Spirituality Commission has written to you recently to encourage his devotion. This step forward towards the beatification confirms that the missionary charism that Brezilliac transmitted to us is really a way of holiness. In this way we are heading. The General Assembly invited us to be faithful to this missionary charism in the changing context of today. We are invited to follow the path called En route 2026, indicated by the SMA OLA Commissions, for a deeper understanding and implementation of our missionary charism today. I have already made mention of the energy that we see unfolding in all our units with new missionary projects in Africa and outside Africa. The way forward is indicated to us by Pope Francis with his 3 encyclicals, Evangelii Gaudium, Laudato Si, and the last, Fratelli Tutti. And today I would like to encourage all of us to really take this latest document to heart. In the conversation with Father Pierluigi, Pope Francis insisted a lot on the mission of witnessing universal brotherhood, stressing as well that the obstacles are great and that the enemy is really at work to hinder this effort to consider all humanity as one family. For us SMAs, this encourages us in our endeavor to reach out to others, to share our hope and our faith. It also means true brotherhood among us. In my message to the new temporary members at the end of their spiritual year in Calavi, last June, I left one instruction to them. Learn to love the other SMA unit as your own. This is what I would like to repeat to everyone. Love your neighbor as yourself for us means to love the other country as your own, to love the other unit as your own, to feel the whole SMA as your own real family. The Lord Jesus told his disciples to go all over the world and make disciples. And he also prayed that they may be one, so that the world may believe. So let us assume our weaknesses, let us express our gratitude, let us above all be weavers of brotherhood. Happy Feast of the Immaculate Conception, happy celebration of the anniversary of our foundation to all of you. We are forwarding the steps of Melchior de Marion Brezilliac, our venerable founder. Long live the mission, long live the SMA.